97% of immigrants are honest and hardworking and have lived in this country for more than 5 years, but still get deported. While many Americans complain about how immigrants are taking American jobs, leaving them without a job, but that's not true. 61% said that they mostly fill jobs that Americans aren't willing to do.
Narcotics. But I didn't do anything though. Get up.
Since 2002, Immigration and Customs Enforcement has wrongly identified at least 2,840 United States citizens as possibly eligible for deportation, and at least 214 of them were taken into custody for some period of time, according to ICE records analyzed by the Transactional Records Access Clearinghouse at Syracuse University. In one such case, Guadalupe Plasencia complained that she was transferred from San Bernardino County Jail to ICE custody in March, despite having become a citizen 2 decades earlier. The 59-year-old hairdresser said she was released only when her daughter showed ICE agents her passport.
You have to believe me. I didn't sell drugs to anyone.
I believe you, but you have to explain to me exactly what happened.
So I had fixed a computer for Tony, and he just gave me the money that he owed me.
Where's William now?
He's already gone. He's already gone. He can't testify for me.
What can I do to help him?
You can testify on his behalf because since you're his girlfriend and you're his boss, and since you're his boss, you have seen him working and how he's a good citizen.
That would work. My name is Jimena Cepeda, and I know Anthony for almost 15 years. He's worked in my company, Walmart Inc. And we've been together in a relationship for 5 years. I'm not telling you this just because he's my partner, but he's a very hardworking person. That's what caught my eye. And he works hard, he's always on time. There's times where I have to be here earlier. I was supposed to get here earlier and he's before me. He gets here before me. He would never sell drugs because I know he wouldn't want his job or me in jeopardy. We're waiting to get married in like 3 years so that I can make him a U.S. citizen. Thank you for listening to me, Your Honor.
Your Honor, on that day, I had set up a meeting between Tony and I had fixed his computer for him, and we exchanged the money and the briefcase. And as I was walking away, the officer walked up and I'd assumed that I was selling drugs, which I clearly didn't. And that is all.
Your Honor, your witness is out of this country, but we have a testimony to present for you.
No, you can't do this. My family needs me. I didn't do anything wrong.
Yes, Your Honor. On the day of question, I saw Mr. Cao in possession and selling drugs to Tony. I was walking around doing my patrol when I saw Tony and Mr. Cao exchange a briefcase and an envelope. And by the time I got to them, Tony had already left. Your Honor, I also have the security footage of what happened.
That will do. Hear the cop to provide as a witness and mark this as evidence 1. Now I will hear the defendant. Mark this as evidence 1. Now I hear the defendant before I watch the evidence. Review the video before making my final ruling. I have reviewed the evidence and I have my final ruling. Mr. Cao will be deported effective immediately for the possession and selling of narcotics. He will be able to petition in 10 years to see his wife, his girlfriend and child. People have been deported so many times before a decision has been made. Like Mr. Cortez was deported on August 26, 2016 before a ruling was made, and he was appealed to a federal court. When the decision came 4 months later, he was already in Guatemala. He wasn't allowed to come back to the U.S. until May 10, 2018, and even then, Cortez knew he was lucky to have been able to return at all. Most people don't have the support or resources to appeal with their deportations to begin. Most people don't have the support or resources to appeal their deportation to begin with, let alone fight their cases from abroad.
In conclusion, too many immigrants are being deported.
when they shouldn't. They cannot control not being from here, and that's not something that we should hold accountable for them. It's like if you were a boy or a girl, we can't hold that against you. It's something you couldn't help. Now, we can't hold them accountable for wanting to pursue a better life or to give their family a better chance at a life. That's not something that they can control. But a few solutions that we can contribute to is to make sure we have the correct information and make sure there's a correct trial before they're deported, and make sure if they are actually illegal immigrants or if they're from here, and how long they have been here. We need better laws and better security and better government to figure out how we can help them stay here. Because just deporting them isn't right. They've already built a family, a life. More than 68% have already a family and a life here. So it's not right for us to just leave them somewhere where they haven't been in a long time. So a few solutions that we can do would be to contact government and get the word out there. This is not a problem that can be solved overnight. And every part and everything that you do plays a big role to this.
In recent years, ICE has detained and deported record numbers of people from the United States. Many of ICE removal detectives take away even the right to a fair hearing in court, as the government rushes to judgment and tries to ram people through a rubber stamp system that ignores individual circumstances.
According to new data on immigration cases released by the United States government, in the last 6 years, at least 1,714 other people were targeted for deportation by U.S. immigration agents, despite providing proper paperwork or testimonies of their United States citizenship to an immigration
On June
judge.
30th, thousands of people joined a mass mobilization at more than 700 events across the country. You can keep tabs on future rallies and other events at familiesbelongtogether.org. You can also encourage your network to urge their members of Congress to use Congress Oversight Authority to stop forcibly separating and jailing families, and to vote down 2 anti-immigrant bills moving through the House this week. The ACLU has a call tool specifically for senators, the American Immigration Lawyers Association, AILA, has a call tool that directs calls, tweets, Facebook posts, and emails to all members of Congress. Heard on the Hill will hand-deliver letters to Congress starting June 19th and continuing, as long as it takes, on the issue of family separation at the border. Individuals can compose letters for delivery on the Heard of the Hill portal that will be printed and brought to the House and Senate. This issue isn't a political one. It's a moral one. Make your voice heard and share information, and particularly stories that show the human side of this issue. We the Action is a digital platform that makes it easy for lawyers to find and volunteer for critical, impactful, and often urgent legal needs posted by We the Action's nonprofit partners. WTA currently has several projects available for lawyers who want to help parents and children who have been separated at the border. Many of these projects can be done remotely with any bar license. So remember, we can all do something to help. It's up to you to do something about it.